Pastor Peter's resolve to follow God's calling led him to Igbo Agbaye, a rural community shrouded in darkness, known for its hostility towards Christianity. The village was dominated by idol worshippers and a cult group who fiercely resisted the presence of any man of God. Yet, armed with prayer, faith, and determination, Pastor Peter embarked on the journey, knowing that his mission was not without risk. Pastor Peter arrived at the dusty, desolate community late in the afternoon. The air was heavy with suspicion, and eyes watched him from behind wooden shutters, and in the shadows of mud brick houses. He carried his suitcase and Bible, walking steadily towards the small, dilapidated building that has been designated as the church. As he approached, a group of 6 young men emerged from an alley, blocking his path. They were burly, their eyes cold and calculating, their posture reek of arrogance and menace. They were no ordinary youths. They were part of the notorious cult group that terrorized Igbo Agbaye. "Who are you?" Their leader demanded, his voice sharp and commanding. "What is your mission in this community?" Pastor Peter smiled gently, though his heart raced. He sensed a hostility, but maintained his composure, relying on the Holy Spirit to guide his words. "I am Pastor Peter," he replied politely, "a missionary sent by God to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ and to bring his blessings to the community. I have come with a message of peace, hope, and salvation." The youth burst into laughter, mocking his words. "Do you know where you are?" One of them sneered. "This is Igbo Agbaye. We don't want your God here. Pastors like you don't last in this place. We have dealt with your kind before, and that's why there is no church here. You should have stayed wherever you came from." Without warning, the group turned violent. They beat Pastor Peter mercilessly, raining blows on him until he fell to the ground. They tore off his shoes and seized his phone and took the little money that the church had contributed for his journey. As Pastor Peter lay on the dusty road, bruised and bleeding, the leaders of the group crouched beside him. "Go back to where you came from," he hissed. "We don't want you here. If you stay, you won't live alive." The group left him there, laughing and jeering as they walked away. Struggling to his feet, Pastor Peter leaned to the small, run-down building where he was supposed to stay. The reality of his situation hit him like a tidal wave. His fiancée, Fumi, had warned him about this place. Was she right? He wondered. Have I made a mistake? But as he sat on the floor, clutching his Bible, tears streaming down his face, he prayed fervently. "Lord, I knew this journey would not be easy, but I never expected it to begin this way. Strengthen me, Father. Help me to be the light you call me to be in this dark place." Despite the pains and fear, Pastor Peter resolved to stay. He cleaned his wound, fasted, and prayed for the community and for the salvation of the young men who had attacked him. His first night in Igbo Agbaye was sleepless, filled with cries to God for protection and guidance. Pastor Peter knew that he was in the right place, even if it seems like the wrong time. The hostility of the people only confirmed that they desperately needed the gospel. He decided that no matter what happened, he would remain faithful to his calling. Would Pastor Peter's resilience and faith begin to break the chains of darkness in Igbo Agbaye? Could the love of Christ penetrate the hardened hearts of the cultists and idol worshippers, Pastor Peter's journey was just beginning, and his unshakable faith would soon become the catalyst of transformation that no one could have imagined.